Assalamu alaikum, everyone. We now continue our discourse on Islamic economics as the emerging frontier, advancing the Islamic tradition as a guiding framework for economic life and decision-making. In the 1970s, Islamic economics emerged as a vibrant paradigm, offering a bold alternative to interest-based financial systems through its core principles of justice, equity, and the prohibition of riba. It was not confined to academic debate, but envisioned as a transformative framework to restructure economies around fairness, profit-loss sharing, and social solidarity. The movement attracted some of the brightest Muslim economists from both Western and Asian universities, including pioneers such as Mahmoud Abu Saud, Nijatullah Siddiqui, Umar Chopra, Muhammad Arif, Zubair Hassan, and M.A. Manan, who laid the intellectual foundations for this new economic order. However, with the rise of Islamic banking, the discipline of Islamic economics was sidelined. Attention shifted almost entirely to financial institutions, where Sharia scholars became central actors. Their expertise was indispensable as regulators demanded visible Sharia compliance to authenticate Islamic finance in the eyes of the public. Meanwhile, Muslim economists, trained in Western methods but inspired by Islamic principles, remained largely confined to the classroom, their voices seldom heard in the policy arena. Their contribution was reduced to teaching about the philosophy and rules of riba, zakat, and economic justice, rather than shaping regulatory or developmental agendas. The result has been the dominance of a compliance-driven industry, where the symbol of Sharia approval took precedence over the substance of Islamic economic justice. In this vacuum, Islamic banking products increasingly relied on debt financing, led by the organized tawarruk system and similar devices, transactions that mimic conventional interest under a veneer of Sharia contracts. This backdoor riba has reintroduced the very harms Islam sought to eliminate: financial fragility, growing inequality, and exclusion of the poor from genuine financial empowerment. The challenge before us is not to abandon Islamic finance, but to restore the spirit of Islamic economics within it. Muslim economists must reclaim their role as architects of a just system, offering credible alternatives to tawarruk, alternatives grounded in risk-bearing, equity-based financing, and true partnership between human and money capital. This is not just technical innovation, it is the revival of the Quranic spirit of justice, adl, and mercy, rahmah, in economic life. Islamic economics must be born again, not as an abstract academic discipline, but as a living framework that addresses poverty, inequality, and systemic instability with tools consistent with divine guidance. Only then can we move beyond the shadows of backdoor riba and reclaim the promise of an economy rooted in justice, mercy, and sustainability. The plight of the B40 community, marked by widening income inequality, concentration of wealth, stagnant wages, rising taxes, prices, and burdensome indebtedness, must be addressed with urgency. While Sharia-compliant financial products play an important role, they cannot overshadow the higher priority, meeting the daruriyat or basic needs of the people and ensuring that justice and equity are upheld in the economy. Thank you for your time, and we will meet soon with more fruitful topics on Islamic economics. Wassalam.